mean, so if RIAs are spending $8 billion a year to drive organic growth, and there's a massive opportunity to take out 90% of that cost, that will do a lot to drive profitabilities. That profitability can be reinvested back into, their ability to compete for, a much larger, I believe, market share that becomes available. There's $7 trillion of assets that haven't really been programmatically competed for in this marketplace. And I think AI opens that up.
What about just kind of true AI capabilities? Like, how do you see that shaping the way that advisors can run their businesses?
Yeah, you guys are doing a lot with decision intelligence, driving insights that are hyper predictive that advisors can rely on. And that in of itself driving growth.
It's taking data and making it useful for advisors.
How do you look at AI tools for communicating with end investors or just consumers in general using language?
The next generation of investor is very tech savvy, very, data aware. They're leveraging social media channels and digital channels just writ large as a way to get investment ideas, as a way to evaluate who they want their advisor to be. It's very different than their parents' generation and what they leverage to evaluate advisors. This next generation of investor, we know they don't value referrals as much as their parents did. So the primary method for how advisors have been driving organic growth, that's changing. And so the mechanisms that you have to leverage today to reach out to these prospective investors are going to be through digital channels powered by AI in many ways that will open up capabilities to leverage AI. Like when you think of mid-funnel and down-funnel, automations that do impact how an advisor communicates with a hot lead or warm lead that's in their sales funnel, and understanding the nuance of where that lead came from and leveraging natural language as a way to communicate your value proposition and that will resonate with that prospect will do a lot with driving ultimately trust, which is, we know, a key component of the mass affluent or the ultra high net worth. And so trust is, I think, a function of how well you can communicate in a way that, again, resonates with your target audience. And I think AI is doing a lot to solve for that.
So in terms of partnerships, where are you finding partnerships